20. I'm just going to play with your thoughts a little bit more. Thoughts are the Play-Doh of our life. We create, we're constantly shaping and creating our reality, which is really quite cool when you see that, because you can start to create different stuff. You know, if you spend your whole life creating monsters and scary shit, you can start to create quite cool stuff. So for this is more of a practical thing. So if you really need to be kind of sat on your own, sat somewhere where you're not driving, away from people, where you can go do this. So if you're not, you're going to have to just pause this and come back to it. Yeah, sit in the car, sit on the sofa, go upstairs, put your headphones on, listen to Siren as someone comes to arrest me for being fucking weird. Which made me think of a video I did on Instagram, but I'll save that for another day. So wherever you are, I'm assuming now you are somewhere quiet, or not quiet. There's going to be noise here because I'm next to a busy road, but you know, somewhere where you're not going to be punched in the face or disturbed, or where you haven't got to think, am I at my stop yet, or driving, for example. So I want you to think of your biggest cause of stress right now. What is your biggest cause of stress? If there's more than one, just choose the biggest, or choose one. If you can't think of any, then I don't know why you're here. Basically, you've mastered life. But or maybe do this on a day where you do feel stressed, because again, some days we feel like everything's great and life's awesome. Some days we feel stressed. So if you are having a day where you feel, you know, there's no stress, man, then maybe come back on a different day, because you won't get the full effect. But so what is your biggest cause of stress? Now, out of 10, how stressful is that? Like, how much stress is that causing you? How much pain is it causing you? How much of a problem is it? Right? Write that number down. So now I want you to probably look away from the screen now. Find something in the room. I'm going to do this with you, by the way. So find something in the room, not something too close. So I'm looking at a doorknob. And I want you to look at that doorknob, but allow everything else to come into your existence. Everything else. So I'm looking at this doorknob, but I can see the rest of the room. I can actually see myself on the screen. I've just punched the mic as well. I can see out the window, but kind of more blurred. I can see the whole of my room. So allow everything to come into your peripheral vision. So you're kind of relaxing your eyes like you're going into a stare. You're not in focal vision, you're in peripheral vision, which is that where you're letting everything come into your sight. Now I want you to breathe deep in through your nose, deep into your stomach, and then out through your mouth. So we're keeping that peripheral vision. Don't move your eyes from that place. In through your nose, out through your mouth. So you're breathing in deep into your stomach, and then as you breathe out, just notice as your body relaxes. Now we're going to do something that's called 4-second box breathing. They do this in the SAS, I think, and for good reason. So we're going to breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds, and then hold for 4 seconds. So we're in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, then hold, 2, 3, 4. So you can count that yourself now. You don't need me to count. That's just how I count that in my head. Listen as you breathe out as well. Make that exhale slightly audible like mine so you can hear it. notice how you feel as well. You might feel more relaxed, you might feel chilled, you might feel sleepy, you might feel a little bit stoned. I don't smoke that stuff, but it's just what people have said before. Now I want you to, without changing that breath, keep that breathing going, keep that box breathing going. Keep your peripheral vision. You're still in that kind of letting everything come into your vision, but without moving your eyes. I want you to think about your biggest cause of stress. Can you grab it, or do you find it keeps dropping? Can you pick that thought up, or does it keep kind of disappearing every time you get it into your mind? And if you was to give it a number out of 10, 10 being super stressful, where would that number be? Now, is that more or less than the number at the start? Did you notice the thought dropping? If so, tell me about it. Chuck it in the WhatsApp group. Tell us on the call. Chuck it in the WhatsApp group first, then tell us in more detail on the call. Isn't that fucking interesting? Like, what changed in that time? You might feel your state is different. You might feel mine is different. There's this slowing down, this settling down, this calmness. That is what it feels like when your thoughts slow down. That is what it feels like when we drop out of thinking. Your stress disappeared or reduced, yet nothing changed. You didn't do anything. It just points again to that experience that we are living in our thinking, not in reality. Really cool.